Hey guys, how's it going? It's Al. As you guys know, I do a ton of NFL content throughout the season, but the NBA draft is coming up this Wednesday. I don't have time to be on top of everything NFL, everything DFS, and still provide you the top-notch NBA analysis that I would hold myself to having to give you. So I've brought somebody else on the show, somebody that I trust. His name's Mo Dakhil. I coached with him at Santa Monica College in a past life. He went on to be the film guy for the San Antonio Spurs, for the Los Angeles Clippers. He's cashed NBA paychecks. He knows what it means to break down film. He understands the game at an X's and O's level better than most people that you're ever going to come across. So I've got him breaking down some of his favorite rookies coming into this year's NBA draft, but from a fantasy perspective, guys that he thinks can come in and make an immediate impact in your season-long fantasy leagues and in daily fantasy this year. And we'll see how things shake out, what teams that they end up on, and we'll have him do another video post-draft for his biggest winners after the draft and after free agency as well. So if you haven't already, go give Mo a follow on Twitter. His link for his Twitter account will be right down below, and enjoy the video. I hope you do.
Hey there, folks. I'm Mo Dakhil. I am a friend of Al's. Used to work in the NBA as a video coordinator, worked there for 8 years for the Clippers and Spurs. Now I'm a writer for Bleacher Report. I also do podcasts for The Athletic covering the NBA. So this is my wheelhouse. We're in my world now. And with the NBA draft coming up, Al thought it'd be a good idea to run through some of the guys in the draft that might make an immediate impact on your daily fantasy teams. So let's take a look at some of those guys like Lamell Ball, Obi Toppin, Anthony Edwards, and James Wiseman. Those guys, I think, right away off the bat can help you out. And let's take a look at the film, and here's why. I want to start with Lamell Ball. Look, we all know the Ball family name. We know the polarizing things with them. We know the whole history and the drama that kind of comes to it. But I think it's a little bit unfair to put this on Lamelo. For starters, this was the first year he was actually in a structured organization and kind of had a plan. He went to go play professionally in the NBL with the Illawarra Hawks. You know, he's got nice size, 6'7", 181 pounds. You know, put up some nice numbers. You know, just played 12 games, cut his season short because of a couple of injuries, but still had a couple of triple doubles, averaged 17 points, 6.8 assists a game, and 7.6 rebounds. Like, he does a good job, and he compares a lot to Lonzo. And the thing, like Lonzo, I think he does extremely well as passing, and I think that's where his skills are really going to shine. The one thing we know about the Ball family is they like to get out in transition and get moving, and when he's in the open court, he's flying. Here he attacks the rim with a nice acrobatic finish. You know, if you put too much pressure on him, make or miss, he'll find ways to beat you. Here he goes, and he starts attacking right away, crosses over after he crosses half court, draws the foul, gets to the free throw line. Watch very carefully here. When he gets the outlet pass, he's already scanning the floor. He's looking ahead to see what opportunities are out there. As he continues to bring the ball up, he notices nobody stops Ball, and he again just gets right to the rim for a finish and an and one. You can just see it. Nice little hesitation dribble, right to the cup, little fancy finish at the end, and draws the foul. He's also solid in the half court. Here he comes off the screen, sees the defense, gets to the cup, right? Again, you can watch it here. His patience here, he watches the defender fly by, that opens the lane, he gets to the rim. Now let's talk about, this is really where he shines. It's his passing. He can make every pass out of the pick and roll. That's a nice one-hand hook pass right to Dave Anderson for a three. Few plays later, he does it again, this time going to his left. He can make those passes, going to his right, going to his left, and that's something that's really going to shine. He can hit every pass in the pick and roll. The lob to the roller there, more athletic guy is going to bang that. Here he's coming off, he's dropping a nice pocket bounce pass to the rolling guy. I want to slow that down here. Just watch. Right off the dribble, no hesitation. Boom, perfectly catches Ogilvy in stride. Easy chance for a bucket. This is one of my favorite passes that Lamelo throws. Here he's reading the weak side defense as he's coming off the screen. And when he sees where that guy is, he knows he's going to have the guy lifting up open. And he throws a beautiful wraparound pass for that bucket. This clip here shows his patience. You know, his defense switches. The guard is fronting the big man, and he just throws a nice little floater, leading him to the basket there for an easy bucket. Just patient, doesn't rush anything in that scenario. Here, he comes off the screen, nothing happens. Now when he penetrates, he reads the weak side defense and sees he has a man open underneath the rim. Again, right off the bounce, hits him right in the hands for an easy bucket. Guy misses the layup but gets the rebound. This is where things get a little dicey for LaMelo, right? It's the off the dribble shooting and things like that. The thing that's a positive about him is he doesn't have as bad of a form as Lonzo Ball did when he came into the league. Looks a little smoother, can be better. Didn't shoot it well from three. Shot 25% from three this season. Again, kind of just struggled. Took only 12 games, never really fully got into a rhythm. But here he gets the switch, and again, off the dribble, dances a little bit, step back, knocks down the three. He made 2 threes a game, though, this season. So I think the shot's there. It's just going to take time to flesh it out a little bit, and that will grow in time. But again, the reason why you want him is for the passing and the driving to the rim. Like here, again, he comes off the screen, he hesitates. It's a nice little hang dribble that gets the defender to jump, take that step forward. And when he does that, LaMelo just drives baseline and gets an easy dunk. LaMelo's a smart player here. He reads the defense, sees that they screw up the coverage, that creates a lane, and he immediately attacks. Look, LaMelo's a polarizing figure. We know the family and all that stuff. But with more structure, I think we're going to find him to be a better player. He's going to cut down on some of these shots. And what you're drafting him for is his attacks to his rims and his passing. His passing is really what's going to set him apart from everybody else and why I think he should be on your fantasy team. Next on our list is Obi Toppin. First off, his full name's Obadiah. I honestly think that alone should get him drafted in the lottery. We need an Obadiah in the league. But let's talk about him as a basketball player. He is 6'9", 220 pounds, a little bit older, 22 years old, but he brings the modern big man skill set. This is the skill set everybody's looking for. Averaged 20 points a game, 7.5 rebounds, 2.2 assists, and shot 39% from three. This is the guy you need on the offensive end. He's going to hurt you on the defensive end a little bit, but if we can find a place for Enes Kanter, there's definitely a place for Obi Toppin, who I think's more skilled. First off, he's an athletic freak. Just watch him here in the transition with a big windmill dunk. But I want you to pay attention on this offensive rebound putback dunk. Look how far back he reaches. Hold on, let me zoom in. I wish it was a little bit cleaner, but look at how far back he is reaching to get that board. He's stretched out right there and then just brings it right back for a powerful jam. But it's not all about athleticism for him. He can play in the half court. Just his game as a roller alone is big time in the NBA. We know it's a pick and roll league. He's great in the dribble handoffs, which is something we're seeing more and more. Just look at the success Miami had with Bam Adebayo in the dribble handoff game. Here he sets the screen, doesn't like it, sets the handoff, rolls to the rim, and he's a lob threat. Just throw it up anywhere. He'll go get it. He's got the ability to bounce like that. Here he comes off, nice catch in traffic. Again, finishes nice with a nice little touch around the rim. Here another dribble handoff, rolls hard, throw up the lob. Obi's got you. It's not going to be a problem here. Just a big-time lob threat as well. Dribble handoff, regular pick and rolls. He's got you. When he rolls to the rim, just put it near the rim. He's got you. But he's not just a roller. Again, this is where his three-point shooting comes into play. Here he sets the screen, pops out to the top of the key. Not a hard enough closeout. He knocks it down. Happens again, this time against VCU. It doesn't roll, pops out. Easy three for him. He can also do some catch and shoot. This is huge. I don't think people understand. The league is all about spreading the floor, and the more three-point shooting you have, obviously the more you can spread the floor. He's able to do it even off the dribble, like here in this example against Kansas. Faces up his guy, couple of dribbles, backs up, bang. Still, his game continues to grow. He can do some things off the dribble. Here, you give him the ball, set a screen, he drives to the rim and finishes with a left-handed layup. He's able to attack big men off the drive. He comes off the pick and pop. He has an open lane, right to the rim for a dunk. And with this ability off the bounce, he's able to do things like fake the handoff here and use that to get to the rim for an easy basket. I want to show you that move again. Just wanted to slow it down. Look at it here. He fakes spin and gets the defender to jump to the left. It clears the baseline for him. He also does a good job moving off of screens. He cuts hard off this one, gets to the rim. It's all about how hard he moves. And this is a regular NBA wedge action that he's able to turn into an easy bucket. And when they're not able to get to it and he's not able to turn the corner and get to the basket, it's a post up. Quick spin baseline here, tomahawk jam. And his post game solid. Look at him here. He's sealing the guy. He creates a lane. Nobody can get there in time. Simple bucket. Over and over again. He's just able to do many things. He's got great footwork here. Look at him dance around the baseline. Bucket off of the zone. And the last aspect of his game is he's got a nice little court vision, good touch, able to place the ball perfectly. Watch here on this lob he throws. It's only where his guy can get it for an easy basket. This is going to go a long way for him. And watch in the NBA when he comes off those pick and rolls, he's going to be able to do the short rolls and hit the guys in the corner. That's something that's going to come down the road. That's why Obi Toppin's got everything you need for your fantasy team. He can do everything. He's the modern big man and is going to contribute right away in the NBA. Let's talk about the next prospect from the Georgia Bulldogs, Anthony Edwards, guard. And let me just tell you something. He's built like a tank. 6'5", 225 pounds, averaged 19.1 points per game, 2.8 assists. And I think his real skill is going to be scoring. I think he's able to get to the rim with his frame, which we'll show you in clips. But I think that's ultimately something that's going to translate and going to make him a valuable commodity on your fantasy teams. I mean, good luck stopping him in transition. When he's in the open court, it's kind of game over. He's just going to get to the rim, get dunks. He's a highlight reel whenever he attacks. Here, he does a great job running the lane and just right off the catch is immediately in attack mode. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Russell Westbrook in the way he attacks. Contact doesn't bother him. Here, he's just going to bounce the big man back and get to the rim for the easy finish. You got to be careful because once he turns the corner on you, it's over. Here, they pressure him in the backcourt. He's able to turn the corner. The defender bounces off him again, and he gets an easy dunk. On this clip, he's able to get the and one. Watch. The defender bounces off of him, bucket, and the foul. And in the league, that gets you to the free throw line. Here, watch how quickly he attacks off of the catch. It's so quick, I got to slow it down for you. With him able to attack that quickly off the first step, there's no chance for the weak side defense to come over. He's got a good handle, and he's going to be able to attack big guys when they switch on him, as the league's a big switch-heavy league. He blows by the big man here for another and one. The big question mark for him is going to be his shooting, whether it's off the dribble like this here on the pull-up that he knocks down or on the catch. He shot 29% from three. Not good, let's just be honest. But he's a good free throw shooter, 77% from the line, and I think that's going to translate. And in college, if you're a good free throw shooter in college, in the pros with proper coaching and work, you can become a league average three-point shooter. But the other thing I like about him is he's a tough shot maker. Look at the defense here. This is solid defense, and he's able to just get his shot off easily and knock it down. That's something that's hard to teach in the league, and that's something teams need. Here again, solid defense, still able to hit the three and get that bucket. But the thing I kind of really like that he's learning to develop is the pull-back dribble into the shot, like this one here. I want to slow it down for you carefully. Look at it here. He's got the defender going backwards, pulls back with the crossover, and right into his shot. This move really became his go-to move. He's able to get defenders off of him and create the space he needs to knock down his shots. I also think Edwards is an underrated passer. Here, when he comes off the screen, look at it. He draws three defenders towards him and is able to find the rolling big man for the dunk. He just has a good feel for when to make that pass. When the big man jumps out, he finds the roller coming down the lane. And then, in transition, he doesn't hold on to the ball too long. Here, when he gets it, he attacks, he engages the defender, hits the guy cutting baseline for the dunk. And this one's just a beauty in transition. He sees his man, and he winds up with a beautiful two-hand bounce pass, threading the needle for the bucket. In the half court, he's able to just see when the defense is coming to help, he's able to find guys. It's often guys on the baseline. This one's great. He pulls up to shoot at the last second. He sees his teammate, another bucket. And the other thing that's great about him is he's not a stationary player. He sees an opportunity and he cuts. He doesn't stand around and wait for things to happen. He sees where the defense is and he'll kind of find the open lanes. Here he gets to the free throw line because of it. Here, as the drive's happening, nobody's paying attention to him, drives down the lane and gets an easy bucket. The thing about Anthony Edwards is he's going to create his own shot. He's going to be able to drop dimes for other folks, and he's just going to be able to get to the free throw line. This is why you got to have him on your daily fantasy team. And our last prospect, James Wiseman, played for the Memphis Tigers, kind of, due through some NCAA ineligibility stuff. He only got 3 games with the Tigers, but he showed he can hoop. He's a center, 7'1", 240 pounds. In those 3 games, averaged 19.7 points, 10.7 rebounds per game, and that's the big thing. It's the rebounding skill that's going to translate in the NBA and make him an automatic impact player. With his frame and his mobility, he runs the floor like a gazelle. It's quite beautiful to watch. Here the Tigers are in transition. They find him, and it's an easy dunk as he's running hard. Even in situations where it's kind of static, nobody picks him up defensively, and when they finally do, he just catches and has a nice little touch around the rim to get the bucket. This is my favorite though. He boxes out when the shot goes up, and then he goes to get the rebound. He doesn't wait around for it to bounce anywhere. Makes the outlet pass and continues to run the floor. And let's just be honest here. He tried to kill this poor young man. That's illegal in like 15 states. But it's his rebounding skills that are what's going to translate in the NBA immediately. This is where he's going to make a difference. He boxes out, he goes and gets into the action. He doesn't wait for things to happen. He dives into the fray to be able to get those rebounds. Solid defensively as well. When his man gets beat baseline and the guard spins to try to get away from him, he's rotating over. He gets a piece of the shot and then goes in again to get the rebound. So he gets a block and the rebound. He's not satisfied with just hanging out. Again, he's a solid rim protector. Watch here as the guard tries to drive him. What are you trying to do? He's not letting that through. You're crazy. And he's a monster on the offensive glass. He's going to go after every missed shot. And when he catches it, he's going to try to find opportunities to gather and go up with it. This is what got him to the line in those 3 games, 9 free throws a game. And he gets you off extra offensive possessions. This rebounding skill, especially on the offensive board, is really going to translate at the next level and is why he's going to make an immediate impact. But also in the half court, he's a great screen roller type guy. He's going to set a solid screen and roll to the rim. His game's going to expand. He'll get better. But I think right now, just immediately off the bat, those skills alone is going to make a big difference. He's a lob threat. You can throw it just about anywhere, and he's going to go up and get it and dunk it. Now look at him in the post. He's got a nice little touch there in the post. Little fadeaway game. I think with his shot, over time, he'll be able to stretch his range to the three-point line. But for now, I think this is kind of a good area to hang. I don't know how much teams will post him, but it's a good touch for him. And the thing is here, he does a great job. He's a great target in high-low actions. And I really want to point out this one here. He's going to go set the screen, seal his man, and watch carefully how he kind of just goes with the catch, feels the defender coming, spins off him, and goes for the layup. I want to highlight again just the wherewithal to see where the weak side is and spin away from that into open space for the easy dunk. That's high-level footwork there from Wiseman. I think worst case scenario for Wiseman, his floor is Clint Capella. I think he's a 10-10 guy with maybe 1 or 2 blocks a night, and that's something I think we're going to see right away as a rookie and why he can be an immediate impact for your daily fantasy teams.
He's a legend.